Hello. In this video, I will show you how to use imageSearch function in autohotkey. In this video, I will use this my screen to show you how to write your code. And here in this table here, I will explain some idea like the coordinates of the image and so on. Okay. So let's create a file, autohotkey file. So that's my file. So let's open it. So at first, the first thing, let's just use a hotkey. So when I press a hotkey, I search for the image. Okay. So let's use A for example. And that's return. So when I press A, so I just call the function imageSearch. So let's write the function, and then I will explain what I write. Okay, so let's see x y 0 0. Excuse me. Control panel. So that's my screen resolution. So that's 1366. So 1366 and 768. 768 and the name of the image. Let's create the image and then I will write its name here. So let's just use, let me just print my screen. Print screen. So let's, for example, I want to search an image in my screen. Let's search for this image here. Let's select it. So here we must to store it. So I can't say I must, but I advise you, whenever you search an image, make it in PNG format. Okay, that's the good format because that's a high definition format. So let's save it. So I save it here. Let's name it, for example, img, and the format is PNG. So let's close. So now I have, so that's my script. So let's name it image search. So I will just want to search for this image. Okay, so the name of this image is amg.png. Okay, so let's write the name. So that's excuse me, let's reopen it. Excuse me for that. No. So that's amg.png, and then I just want to, so we search for image to return its coordinates. Okay, so let's just see a message box to see our image coordinates. Here's how that's x and y. I will explain all of these parameters later. Okay, so I want to see the value of x and the value of y. So let's save excuse me. So I ran the script, and then now I will press A. So the coordinates of this image here is 405, 24. Okay, so let's move it here. For example, I press A, so the coordinates change it. Okay, so in each time when I press A, I see the coordinates of this image. Okay, so let's now explain the code. So before I explain the code, I just want to advise you to see my tutorial, my autohotkey tutorial, to explain step by step how to code a keylogger yourself. Okay. So for example, that's my keylogger. I coded it, I programmed it with autohotkey. That's amazing and useful keylogger. Okay. So you will find a link in the descriptions below. Okay. So let's now let's now explain the code. What I written here. So here, image search. This image search. A search for this image in this area and return the coordinates x and y and put them in these two variables. And here I just see the value of x and y that I stored already. I stored the coordinates. So let's explain what's mean that area here. So imagine that. So that's your computer screen. Okay, that's your computer screen, and so that's your monitor or screen. So your monitor. So let me just show you something here. Let's see this message, this image here. Let's open it. So let's just, or let's use another image. Let's see this image here. Let's zoom it, zoom. So this squares here, we call it a pixel. Okay, that's a pixel, and each pixel has just one color. Okay, here that's a pixel, that's another pixel, that's a pixel, that's another pixel, and so on. Okay, so your computer has a lot of pixels. Your screen has a lot of pixels, many pixels. Okay, like that. So for example, my computer, in my computer I have 1366. So from 0, so the index of this first column here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on until 1366. And for the columns I have 768 pixel. Okay, so starting from 0 1 2 3 4 and so on until 768. Okay, so if you want to search, for example, if you know that your image that you search for, it can be displayed in just this area here. So if you know that your image just appears in this area, why we search for all of the screen? So we just give this area. So to give this area, so just we give the coordinates of this pixel, the top left pixel, and the right bottom pixel. So the area here, so the coordinates of this pixel here is, so that's 1, okay, that's 1, and here also it's 1. Excuse me, we start with 0, with the x's. So the coordinates, we always start with x, and so that's the x's. That's the x coordinate, and that's the y coordinate. Okay, so we start with x, so that's 1 here, and for y is 1 here, and this pixel here, the coordinate is 6. Okay, and for this one is 5. So that's mean I just described the coordinates of this pixel and this pixel. Okay, the area described in autohotkey by the top left pixel coordinates and the right bottom pixel coordinates. Okay, so here in my case, I want to search for this image in all of my screen. That means that I tell start from 0, 0, so that's mean I want to start from this pixel to this pixel here. Okay, because that's the coordinates of this pixel, 0 for x and 0 for y, and the coordinates, so 0 for pixel and 0 for y, and here 1366 for x and 768 for y, because that I will write this area here. Okay, I describe this area here, and here when this function finds this image in this area, it puts its coordinates here, x and y. For example, in my case, if I find this image that I search for, so we said that the image can have a lot of pixels. For example, if I find that my image here, or let's say here, for example, this function here, put in x here, so always the top left corner, so it puts 3, 0, 1, no, it puts 2, okay, so that's of 2, okay, so it returns 2, because that's the 0, that's 1, and that's 2, excuse me, that's 3, excuse me, it returns 0, 3, so it puts 3 in x, and it puts 0, 1, 2, 3, 3 in y also. Okay, so it puts this 3 in x and this 3 in y, and then I just display them here. Okay, so let me just show you something. Let's, for example, if we have a folder here, let's create a folder. This name is just YY, and we have the image here. Excuse me. We put our image here. So, and let's delete it here from here. Okay. So let's rerun the program. Let me press A. So there is nothing. Excuse me. There is nothing appears here because the image doesn't found. Okay, so what I do, I must describe the path of this image. Okay, the path from the script itself. So this image is in the folder YY. Okay, so I just write YY slash img png. Okay, so let's run it. I will press A now, so the coordinates are this here. Okay, so here there is another problem might occurs when, for example, let me just open this image, this folder here. So that's the image that I searched for. So let me just now press A. So nothing happened. I can't see the coordinates of this image. So why? Because here when I open when I open this this folder here, so that's mean autohotkey just search for that image in the activated window. So now I active this window. Okay, that means that this script search for the image in just this window here. Okay, but if I click here in the screen, so now the activated, the most active window is the screen itself. Here when I press A, I see the coordinates of this image. Okay, so that's it. But if you want to create for example a game board using autohotkey, so of course I have another video of example of how to create your bot step by step. So if you want to watch it also, you can find the link below. Okay, so if you want to create your bot, I suggest you to use a pixel search. Okay, so just to speed up your image search, your object search. Okay, because the image searching is so slow if you compare it with a pixel search. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope that you subscribe in my channel. I hope that you subscribe to my channel to motivate me creating other videos, and I hope that you like this video also, and thank you for watching.